in early May.
Yes.
Think of how many records we've broken. We had 3 mornings in a row where we broke the record warm low, approaching record highs, and again today approaching record highs. And man, such great advice there for the kiddos. My 2-year-old, you tell her it's too hot, it's like it does not register. What does that even mean? It's sunny outside. I want to be outside. You just got to watch them close. 73 degrees for sure. Clear skies. It's warm start. South winds are 15, 25. And this afternoon, 90s are in store. Already approaching 80 in northern Oklahoma, mid 70s down to the south. There is a strong south wind. So again, today in the shady spots, that helps move the air around, get some circulation, get a little bit of a breeze going. And that definitely can help your body cool down some. Temperatures today will warm into the 80s already by lunchtime, 90s by 3 o'clock. And you notice for Oklahoma City, for your hour by hour, I don't have the heat index on here. That's because the Gulf moisture will actually get mixed out a little bit. In central Oklahoma, we won't feel much hotter than the air temp. Out in western portions of the state, it will be more muggy today. That moisture kind of pools ahead of the dry line. Heat index upper 90s, and we will see storm chances going up. Now this evening, the chance is running 20, 30, 40%, and I think a few storms try to form out ahead of that dry line. We will have the chance for those to become severe, and then those make it into central northern Oklahoma overnight tonight into the early morning hours. It looks kind of like a late evening overnight deal. And as far as the severe threat, it's still on the low side, and that will nudge right up to basically Oklahoma County, back up into Guthrie, Ponca City. Storms late this evening till about 3 a.m. could produce some hail and some wind. When we say hail, we're talking quarter size on average. Some of the storms out in far western Oklahoma could get up to golf balls just because there is a little bit more instability in that region. And winds anywhere from 55 to 65 miles per hour will be possible. So maybe a noisy night for some folks, but not everyone sees rain. It's not going to be just a wall of water like we had move into western Oklahoma a couple days ago. Overnight tonight, 60s and 70s, and a cold front that is now on the move through Colorado. It arrives in northwestern Oklahoma tonight. There'll be 50s out in our panhandle, and it's tied to this big upper level wave that is now swinging out and lifting up towards Wyoming, and that will come through the Central Plains tomorrow. And as it does, the front gets shoved further into western Oklahoma. Highs on your Friday in the 80s behind it, but lower and mid 90s ahead of it. Still warm, still very unstable. The morning rain and storms will go away, and we'll have to watch for the chance for evening thunderstorms to develop. And the latest data is still pretty consistent that line tries to unzip down towards the metro, with rain chances going up for your Friday evening. Now in Oklahoma City, the best chance for rain looks to be about 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. That's kind of the time frame right now. So much of the daylight hours look dry. Of course, we'll keep you updated on these chances and the timeline. Everyone's got Friday evening plans. A lot of graduations are outside coming up for tomorrow, so we're watching it. The chance is going to be there for large hail, damaging winds, and a very low tornado threat. I'll talk about that in a second. Hail threat will be there. We get warm, we get unstable ahead of that boundary, and quarter golf ball size hail possible. Not every storm produces golf balls, but that is definitely going to be a possibility. And then as far as the tornado threat, it's not zero tomorrow, but it's very low. There's a window there where the low-level winds and the jet kicks in, and the storms will have this inflow that will cause them to try to rotate. Now, if they're right along the cold front, they won't really pose a tornado threat, but if a storm or two could jump out ahead of that, which they would try, could produce a brief tornado. It's a low threat. Does not look like the setup that we had last week at all, but it's something we're going to watch, and especially if you have outdoor plans, you don't want to be impacted by those storms. Then we see cooler temps for our weekend. 80s, slight chance of rain Saturday into Sunday, and back to the mid 90s next week. That's your 9-day forecast. We're back with what caught my eye right after this.